Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The slot man in motion right. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to air one out. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chargers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
7, Broncos nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Here's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Waddle, 46 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert going to change the play here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's Gadsden. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Throwing Nix. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. To throw is Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Lad McConkey, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Broncos 7. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. There's 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Nix to the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Off the play fake. Nix rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, here's Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
10 yards to
go. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chargers 21, Broncos 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
19 yards.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Alonso looked to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
Herbert now. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Trying to lay one up deep. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before break. Nix. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, a heck of a move. Man, able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own 48-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd
now
and 4.
Herbert going to change the look. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 46 yards. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35, Broncos 20.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
For the Chargers.
Gets around him. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. Now he's loose again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And that will get him one closer.
35. Broncos 27. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton, 61 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now.
42. Broncos 27. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Deion Henley.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's taken
From the 33. Here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Herbert off of play
7.
action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. From the 50, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
To throw is Nix.
Flushed out right.
That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nix to throw again.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
To throw, here's Nix. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Nix to the air.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Derwin James with a pick. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Take her down, attack on the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the scores. Chargers 49, Broncos 27.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. And
this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
24-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the... Does the big boy have the juice? And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.